Hey, what is up, traders? This is Gluzman here with 7 Points Capital, bringing to you today's trader takeaways. So, first of all, let's take a look at SPY. We're like pretty range bound right now. We're like trying to break yesterday's highs and rejected. That's pretty much it. Nothing going on SPY. So we do have small caps moving. Let's start off with the biggest mover was AVEO. They had some pretty good news. There's a big float, so it's not exactly a piece of crap company. This could potentially be good, but I mean, looking at a daily chart, we can just kind of gauge the direction that this is probably a squeeze. This is gap fill, and then it's going to end up where it came from. So we were trading this. We did trade this on both sides, long and short. My executions are pretty messy, but I was short in the beginning. Then I was trying to pick the top a little bit on very small size because yesterday I took a pretty big loss on PULM on the front side. So today I sized down drastically, like probably doing 10 times less. And then when I'm wrong, I start flipping. When I'm wrong, I'm starting to flip to the long side and then just buying dips and selling into pops. And then once we start putting on lower highs, start shorting pops. Right here was my biggest trade. I think there was a Seeking Alpha article right here at 316. And that's where it was right here. This was 316 to 317. We had a very tiny pop on some volume, rejected, and we started to short it right here. So this was my biggest position, and this was the biggest trade right here. So I could have just avoided the entire thing really and just hit it right here. Let's see what else we traded today. AMDA. This was the biggest ADMA. This is the biggest trader for us on the desk, for me personally, and also on the desk. So I started shorting this pre-market, and didn't really work so well. I think I got stopped out somewhere in here, got chopped up, and then at the open I hit it. The offers were soaking, so I started shorting it full size with a stop just above the highs, and we just collapsed. ADMA, let me show you my executions. So I put on quite a few trades during the day, but the first trade was the best one right here. This was the full size entry right here, and then I added even more because it was just so heavy on the tape. Stop for the ad was above this high right here. It's a pretty tight one, and then just covered everything in here. I tried reshorting, and then I was trimming when it looked like it wanted to go up, and once it started to curl down, I would re-add, and I got stopped out right here. But then we dropped, and then I started reshorting this pop, risking this level right here, and it worked out really nicely. Got in again, but I got stopped out here, so I missed this nice drop. But this was a very, very, very nice trade. So two pretty big trades, this one and then this one, nice trade, and a couple of small losers as well. So what else we traded? SGMO. I don't remember what I did here. Let's see. Oh, right. So SGMO, I was just waiting for a trend to form, and we started forming a downtrend. We had a pop into this level of resistance, and once it rejected, I shorted. I shorted probably a little bit too much, so I trimmed it right away in case this was going to be a higher low and a new uptrend. So I trimmed it a little bit and then held the rest, and then once we broke $12 and reclaimed, I just wanted to get out of the stock. tried it one more time, but it didn't go down, so I just covered it. So this was another really nice one. Takeaway for this one is don't get out here for a tiny profit. Just let it go and put a stop and let the stock take you out, trail it, or have a more significant target than just a tiny scalp. Maybe like a previous low, like right here, excuse me, maybe right here, first target, and then trail the rest. Traded LYFT, been trading this one for a couple of days, had 2 long setups. We opened up pretty strong off of pre-market lows, popped, dipped, and held. So once I noticed that the dip held, bought it, sold it for like 2 points or so. Tried to buy it again, but it looked pretty heavy, looked like it wanted to break. Got out, didn't short, should have been shorting, but didn't short it. What else we had? RIOT, gapping up with Bitcoin. So I had this short here. My stop was, I believe, in the 70s, somewhere here, and I didn't cover anything. I was in the money, like 40 cents or something like that, but I wanted more. I wanted like 375s, and just got out for basically break even. Made a couple cents a share. What else we traded today? EDAP. This one was interesting. The best trade here was a big offer at $4, so I was shorting like 97s for a scalp, so like a 20-30 cent scalp here. This was pretty difficult to trade because the spread was pretty big. And PULM, this is the only loser for the day, and yesterday as well. So yesterday I took a pretty big hit on this, shorting front side. Here I shorted basically a low, and it held, so I just bottom ticked it. I did start with a long and sold it for a scalp, and I was waiting for a short setup, and I just went in full size right here, which held. But the thinking was that it's day 2 and it's probably going to be very weak and it's just going to collapse, but it just squeezed me out. So I took off half here and another half right here, so that was a pretty nasty one. And that's it. And I'm holding some AVEO overnight, and that's it. So these are the takeaways. If you guys have questions, you can tweet at me at Trader, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.